Hey guys, good evening and welcome to today's yoga session. Today we have a beautiful practice to just kick start this week. So let's get started. We're going to start in a standing position. Feet are in together on our mat. Let's start with our fingers coming up in a big circle. Nice and easy, relaxing those shoulders. Open your heart to the new possibilities that this week brings. Breathing in the positive energy from the universe. Slowly drop the fingers to the heart. Taking a nice deep inhale. A big cleansing breath. And exhale. Wonderful job. We're going to start with some forward folds just to warm up the spine. We're going to bring the fingers up into a big circle. One more time, a standing mountain. Taking the time to really elongate the spine as you drop your tailbone down to the floor and release the top of your spine into the skies. Stay there. Beautiful job. We're going to come down for a nice swan dive. As we come down, let's bring the belly button into the spine, protecting your lower back. Nice and easy on the exhale. Coming down, fingers to the floor, eyes looking at our knees. Let's stay there just a few seconds. We're going to swan dive up, belly button into the spine, protecting the lower back. Bring the fingers up. Breathe and exhale. Full fold down. Breathing. Wonderful. Bring the fingers up. Inhale. And exhale. Belly button to the spine. Head hanging. Eyes looking at the knees and fingers up. Inhale, wonderful job. Let's bring it down again. Exhale. And inhale all the way up. Each time you're coming down and each time you're coming up, let's make sure we're engaging that belly button. And as we do that, we're also working to protect that lower back, so that's important. Bring it up one more time. And fingers to the heart. Let's hold. Wonderful job. Breathing in, breathing out. Beautiful. Stay here for me. Inhale and exhale. Great job, you guys. All right, now we're going to come into our forward fold, but this time we're going to just warm up the knees and the lower back a little bit. So as we come down, we're going to bend one knee slightly and then press the opposite heel down into the floor, and then we're going to do the other side. All right, so that's going to be a little bit of a work on the legs and also on the lower back. So let's bring the fingers up one more time. I'm just showing it from the side so you can see what's going on. You don't really have to turn. Stay right there in the center, breathing in, and swan dive on the way down. And once we are here, we're just going to stay with our eyes looking at the knees. So once you're here, you're going to bend one knee and press the opposite heel into the floor, and you can go with any leg that you like. We will do the other one in just a minute. So you're going to press one heel down into the floor, and there's a slight bend in the other. Let's just stay there. Now the leg that you are pressing the heel into the floor is going to really feel a lot of work going on in the back of the leg. You may also feel that hip working a little bit. Now we're going to switch. Let's do the other one. So I have a slight bent knee. My heel is off the floor on that leg. With the other leg, I'm going to press that heel into the floor, really working on that leg. Stay here. Great job. And one more time. Switch legs. So a slight bend in one leg. Heel pressed into the floor on the other. Let's do it again, other side. Beautiful job. All right, you guys, let's press both the heels down, and you may notice that you're able to get your legs a little bit straighter than you were doing before. So let's stay here. Once again, eyes looking at the knees, not looking at your toes or at the mat or your fingertips. Eyes completely looking at your knees. That's going to help keep your neck in alignment. Now you're going to bring your right fingers outside of your left foot. Hold on to the foot. All right, now from here, open up that shoulder. Bring that finger up and hold. A nice chest opener there. Fingers lined above that shoulder. Stay here for me. And you can bend that one knee if you would like to, or you can keep both the legs straight, whatever is working. Let's slowly bring that arm down. Breathe. Now you're going to take a left arm, fingertips placed onto this outer side of your right foot. And from here, let's open. Staying right here in the center. Breathing, wonderful job. Keep the fingers placed right over the shoulders, and now both the fingers down onto the floor. Keep your belly button into the spine, eyes looking down at the knees, slowly coming up, swan dive all the way. Fingers into the heart. Great job. Stay there for me. Wonderful job, you guys. All right, now from here, we're going to stay in the same position. We're going into a flow with our chair pose. A couple of things we're going to do today is, first, we're going to start with the chair pose, and then we're going to challenge our balance a little bit, and then build a little bit of core strength. So we're going to start with the chair pose real quick. A couple of things about the chair pose is you're going to push your hips behind. You're going to keep your knees from going over your toes. So you don't want your knees coming forward. You don't want your chair pose like this. Instead, push your weight into the hips and come back. Your chest is going to be lifted. So you don't want your chair pose here. Fingers into the ceiling, chest up. No arch in that lower back. So you want to engage the core and keep that lower back protected the entire time. So that's our chair pose. From the chair pose, we're going to transition into a single leg chair. What does that look like? You're going to stay right here, fingers to the heart, and you're going to bring one leg up, and you're going to hold right there. Now we're going to stay seated in that chair the entire time that our leg is up, all right? So just a little bit of a challenge from our regular chair pose. If you find that to be too much, you don't want to do that, you can always just stick with the chair pose. So let's start here with some breathing, just getting our heart rate in place, connecting with our breath. Wonderful job. Nice deep breath. Inhale. And on that exhale, we're going to come into that chair pose. Let's sit into the movement. You're going to lift your fingers up into the ceiling. You're going to push your weight into the heels and into your hips. So you should feel the weight in here, not in here, in the front, yes? So lift, 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 stay there for me. Wonderful job, and bring the fingers in together. Breathe, relax. Inhale and exhale into the chair. Let's stay right there. Lift, lift, lift. Making sure we're not arching that back. Lift that chest for me. If you're here, I want you to come here. Fingers facing up at the ceiling. Chest is forward. Eyes are looking in front of you. Not above, not below. Right at your eye level. And come on up. Whew. Breathe. Beautiful job. All right. If you're feeling pressure in that lower back, you're not engaging your core. So pull that belly button in a little bit tighter. That should help with that. Let's go again. Inhale. And into the chair. Hold. Eyes looking in front of you. Wiggle your toes so you can make sure that your weight is in your heels. If your hands are all over the place, bring it in together next to each other. Straight lines with your arms. Focus. Stay with your mind here. Lift, lift, lift. Last chance. Fingers to the skies and come on up. Woo! All right, who's sweating? All right, great job. Come on over. Inhale, we're coming into that single leg chair. We're gonna stay here with the fingers at the heart. Inhale, come into your chair. And when you're ready, you're going to squeeze one leg in, lift the knee into the heart and stay. Now we're not coming out of that chair pose, so stay in the chair pose. Lift your leg. Stay. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Inhale. Same leg. One more time. Pick it up. Sit into your chair. Find your balance. Use that core. Belly button into the spine. Hold, hold, hold. And relax. All right, we're going to do the other leg now. Inhale. Catch your breath. And on the exhale, come into your chair and pick that leg up. And hold. Now, once again, wiggle your toe on the leg that you're standing on, making sure that your weight is in your hips and the heel. You don't want any pressure in that knee. Beautiful. One more time. Same leg. Inhale. Into the chair. And lift. Whew. Hold, hold, hold. Find a spot on the floor so you can get your balance. Super. Stay here with me. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth and relax. All right. Great job. Breathe in. Breathe out. Wonderful job, you guys. Breathe in. Breathe out. All right, great. If you'd like to get some water, you can do that now. We're going to get into a nice wide stance position to transition to our next flow. We're going to work those legs a little bit more. Breathe. If you want to drink some water, now is a good time. All right, now once we get into our stance, we're going to turn one foot to the side, the other one facing me. Start with a nice wide stance. You're going to need that space. Let's start here in a triangle. So you're going to start with your arms coming out, straight legs, come down into your ankle or the floor, wherever you'd like to reach, and stay. Beautiful. Nice long arms, fingers pointed, making a nice straight line from your shoulder. Wonderful. Stay here with me. So think of yourself as a two-dimensional figure. If I put you through 2 plates of glass, you should be able to fit right in. That's a great way to think about this pose here. Wonderful. You should be feeling that in the leg that's in front. Slowly bring it up. Coming into warrior 2. Stay with the fingers right in front. You're going to bend that front knee, but you want to make sure your knee is not coming over your toe. So if that's happening, move your foot a little bit wider and that should take care of it. I see some of us moving our shoulders over. So if your body is not aligned, bring it in so your shoulders and the hips are in a nice straight line. Stay here for me. Beautiful job. Reach those fingers out. Whew. Great job, you guys. Now with that front knee bent, you're going to bring that arm down again. Place it right there. Beautiful. Now you're going to drop that arm, wrap it around your waist, hold it there. You're going to take your other arm, take it off the floor, see if you can balance. If you can, you're going to bring it under you. You can hold on to your other arm. This is an option. If that gets to be too much, stay right here. This is perfectly fine. It's an option if you'd like to get to it. Making sure you're not coming out of the bend in this leg, yes? Keep a nice bend there. Finger on the floor. If you'd like to, you could take this off, bring it all the way back. That's an option. If you don't want to take it, keep it here. Whew, wonderful job. Now, you're going to turn this foot to face forward. Turn the foot to face forward, coming into a lizard. Now I have my back knee off the floor, but that's an option if you'd like to take. If you don't want to take it, you're going to put that knee down. I want you to give it a try if you can, especially if you've been practicing with me for a while. Pick that back knee off the floor, stay here for me, breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth, beautiful job. Now we're going to drop that knee down. You're going to take this leg, you're going to bring it parallel to the mat, so nice and easy. Bring this foot down onto the floor, transitioning into a king pigeon. So come on in. All right, so we're going to take a seat on the floor. As we go, your foot is in front of you, not tucked under you. You're going to turn, so your one hip is off the floor. Well, both your hips are actually off the floor. So let's come on here. You're on top of your back knee, so think about that. Stay here, walking the fingers backwards, so your wrist is under the shoulder. Sit up nice and tall, looking up into the ceiling. Nice little stretch for that lower back. And you're going to bring your belly down to the floor. Nice and gentle, settling down onto your forearms. Feel the stretch in the legs. Your hips are still off the floor, so we're not really sitting down into the mat. Stay here for me. Wonderful. And if you'd like to, you could go down all the way. That's an option. Feel that stretch in that front leg. If you have tightness in your hip flexors, you may be also feeling this a little bit in the back leg, but make sure you are still staying with your toenails on the floor. The back knee is on the floor and supporting you. Slowly walk the fingers backwards, gently come into a seated position. And once we do, we're going to sit into that hip. So sit into the hip. Leg position stays the same. We're going to pick up that back leg, bringing it into the hip. And once you're here, you could simply hold on to that leg. Now, in this position, you're going to feel this in the front of the leg. So your quads are the place where you are going to feel a lot of that stretch, especially if you have very tight leg muscles. This is a great stretch to be able to open those up. Now, you can either stay with your hand down, or you can simply bring it up. Bringing it up is a great way for you to work on your balance and spinal strength. So if we are here, we usually tend to just move into a very slouchy position. But if you have your hand off the floor, you're going to really work to keep your spine straight. So that's a great way to build your stability. Now, if you're here and you think you can bring that arm down into a nice stretch, you're going to drop that arm from there and hold. Now, this is an option if you'd like to get into it. But if you're getting here, try not to do this. Now, if you're really hurting your neck, you don't want to do that. So bring your hand up and just hold. That's all right. That's totally fine. But if you can come here comfortably without actually hurting your neck, you're going to do that. Let's slowly release from here. Nice and gentle. Let go of that leg. Come into a seated position for me. Take your breath. Breathing in. Breathing out. Wonderful job. And from here, we're going to slowly transition into a standing position, gently coming in. Breathe. And when you're ready, gently come up into a standing position. All right, so once you're here, we're going to start again with a nice wide stance. Bring the legs out. Now, when you bring your legs into a wide stance, think for a second about the line you are making from one arch to another. You want to make sure that you have a nice straight line going on. If you're a little bit lopsided, that's going to impact your balance. So take a second to think about it. Now we're going to move our leg facing the side. Back leg is going to face me. And let's get started with our fingers out. Flow on the other side, slowly coming into our triangle from here. Nice and gentle. Now, as you flow into your triangle, make sure you're not bending those knees in order to come down. If that's going on, you could always stop higher, but keep those legs nice and straight. You're better off doing that because you will be building flexibility in your legs when you choose that option. Wonderful job. Let's stay there. Breathing in, breathing out. Beautiful. Stay with me, you guys. Super. And from here, nice and gentle, come on up. Super. Hands are out to the sides. We're going to drop that front knee. Coming into warrior two, stay right here. Fingers out to the sides. You're going to squeeze the shoulder blades in together, creating a nice strong posture. Now I still see some of us doing this. Now if you're doing this, you want to bring your chest right over your hips. Stay here. Coming into the position, right? So really drop into the center of your gravity. I see arms here are retired. Come on, let's go, let's go, let's go. Beautiful, beautiful. Stay with me, you guys. Now from here, stay with this leg bent. You're going to drop this arm down one more time, similar to what we did with the triangle. Now you're going to keep this leg bent. You're going to keep this leg straight. So stay here with me. Drop the top arm. So when you drop the top arm, you're going to take your fingertips, run it around your waist and hold it there. Now you can either keep this arm here, or you can take this arm under and hold onto your hand at the back. If you don't want to do that, you're going to stay here. But let's make sure this leg is nice and bent. This leg is nice and straight. We're not changing our leg positions at all. Now, if you have to come down with your chest in order to hold, you are better off with your hand here and your chest open. So think about that. Whatever works. We start where we are today and we just make progress. That's how it works. Now we're going to take the back leg, turn it forward. Turn it. Coming into our lizard. Stay right there. Breathing in, breathing out. Now, if you're not able to keep that back knee off the floor, you're going to just drop it down a little bit, but the rest of your position stays the same. Now, think about making a nice straight line with your foot and your palm. Wonderful job. Stay here with me. We're breathing. Great job. Woo, super. All right, you guys, when you're ready, we're going to slowly bring this foot in. So gentle. Transition into your king pigeon. Nice and easy. All right. And you're going to stay on top of that back knee here. Walk the fingers back. Chest is up and look up. Working on a little bit of spinal flexion, so you can feel this in that lower back, in your spine. Look up, beautiful, breathe. And when you're ready, you're going to slowly bring your belly into that leg. Drop, drop, drop. Nice and gentle. Coming into our legs. Now start thinking about how you feel in your leg. Where do you feel the stretch? If you'd like to go deeper, you could always straighten out your arms out in front of you. Whatever feels good. hold on to your mat or the floor in front of you. Allow that positive energy from the earth to flow through your fingertips. There's a nice, peaceful, calming energy to this earth that we could always look to harness. Wonderful. Let's walk our fingers back, nice and easy, coming in. Now you're going to sit into that hip. Sit into the hip. We're going to slowly bring that back leg in. And when you bring that back leg in, try to get your heel as close to your hips as you can. Once you're here, take your arm off so you're not really leaning on that arm too much. Now you're going to work on keeping that spine straight all by yourself. And bring that arm up into the ceiling. Reaching the fingers up. If you'd like to, you could always drop it in, or you could just hold it here, whatever works. Reach, reach, reach into the skies. Now, as you stay in this position, pull that heel in close to your hip, and you will feel the stretch here in the front of the leg. It's amazing how everything is connected. You just need to know which levers to pull for your body to work. And that's what yoga is for. Wonderful. Reach, 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 reach the finger up. And let's relax. Nice and easy. Bring that in. Woo. Great job. Take a seat. Now we're going to bring ourselves into a seated position. You could simply sit with your legs crossed. You could sit in a half lotus, which is just bringing one foot in. Now, if you've never tried the Padmasana, give the half lotus a try. A lot of people can get it very naturally. If you are practicing getting into a Padmasana, being able to spend about 2 to 3 minutes a day in this position will really get you closer to getting into the position very easily, because your body just changes very quickly. So if you're interested, this is a very calming position as well. So if you're interested, make sure to practice every day. Slowly release the shoulders away from the ears. Relax. Beautiful. You're going to bring the thumb and the index finger in together, placing your fingers on your legs, elbows resting next to the body. Breathing in. Breathing out. Beautiful. Find your breath. Watch the way the beautiful breath, the life's energy is just flowing in and out of your body. It just happens automatically and subconsciously, and we don't really pay attention to it. It happens all day. It's the very reason why we are alive, but then we hardly pay our attention to it. So now is a good time to just take your mind to your breathing. In through the nose, out through the mouth. You could also exhale out through your nose if you'd like. Wonderful job. Keep it going. Beautiful. And we're going to finish today's practice with a little bit of alternate nostril breathing, trying to sort of shut down our system and signal to the body that it's now time to wind down at the end of the day. The way we're going to do this is by breathing in through the moon side of the body, which is the left side, and breathing out through the sun side of the body, which is our right side. So the sun side represents energy, warmth, and our moon side, which is the left, represents calmness and cold. So we're going to breathe in the cold air and breathe out the warm air. You're going to start feeling a little bit cold, and that's normal. You may feel a little sleepy, and that is by design. So this is a great way for you to end your day with a little bit of alternate nostril breathing. If this is something that you feel like you enjoy, you can do this every day just before you go to bed. Make sure you're doing it in a seated position and not lying down. Sit up nice and tall for me. Drop your shoulders down. You're going to take your finger, closing our right nostril. You're going to breathe in through the left. Close the left nostril and breathe out through the right. And now we're going to repeat it. Close the right nostril, breathe in through the left. Breathe out through the right. Breathe in through the left. Out through the right. 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 Beautiful job. Let's bring the fingers into the heart. Take a nice deep breath for me. Great job, you guys. If you enjoyed this alternate nostril breathing as a practice, if it helped you calm down, maybe cleared out your nasal passages, you can try to do this every night before you go to bed. This is also an excellent practice to do, especially when spring is in the air and there's allergies galore. This is a great way to also cleanse your system as you get ready for bed. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed your practice. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Thank you and namaste.